Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the solar sector. Move this microphone. Okie dokie. So, looking like this lower high is potentially being set here. We got a nice clean rejection off of this channel resistance here, but I don't believe the bears changed the hourly trend going into the end of the day. They did not. I don't really consider this little stutter step a significant pivot. Let me see what it looks like without extended hours. Without extended hours on, I would say that the hourly trend has gone bearish with this high. This little, it's questionable either way from a price action perspective. But regardless, we're watching this structure again, this channel that had this failed breakout. And I suppose theoretically you could just include this range now if you wanted. And then if that's the case, then we're essentially testing the median line. So let me see here. What does this look like here? And then I like that actually. So if we expand this to include this data, and we'll go with it, while as long as it's not terribly invalidated. Let's see. Yeah, I don't hate that, right? So as the market gives us more information, we will just continue to update our perspective. So I don't feel terribly confident in this upper trend line yet because there's just been this one touch. However, there are some things to suggest that this channel may be valid. We have two touches on the bottom, of course. That's how we drew that bottom support. And additionally, the median line is getting some good activity. Okay, so I don't hate that. Anyway, let's see. Tomorrow we will be scouting a daily higher low. Anything over 64.48 will be a daily higher low, and hourly oversold conditions will be coming up right around here again. So I wouldn't be surprised if we broke this lower low but saw some decent bounce. Let's see. Looking for a daily higher low. And so we have this monthly pivot here. We have this channel median line. We'll have hourly oversold conditions. That's an interesting area to look for some potential bounce, in my opinion. And let's see. We look to the left here. Well, we already have this marked off, so and see, this is an interesting area. So maybe something like this. And we would probably expect some kind of resistance up here near the standard deviation band, near the channel resistance, near this price action. If we were to come down here, see some bounce, I would not be surprised to see some resistance there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're just looking to potentially set a daily higher low with an hourly trend change back to the bulls. If they are able to do so over 70.40, it will be a daily higher low. But wouldn't be surprised if price came out down to test this base again and maybe found some support as well. Basically, at the end of the day, if the bulls can stay over this previous chop, they'll be positioned fairly well. As the market corrects, basically. So right now you have the overall market seeing downside, and so any assets that can just kind of go sideways, just maintain their strength, will be positioned well for any kind of market bounce. Okay, JKS. Okay, so the short that was highlighted played out well. Yep, nice short play, got two fills. Did not quite hit target yet, but plenty of time, or plenty of range, I should say, on that short to give you some, profit. So if you took this trade, ideally you've already taken profit going into the end of the day, and now you can put your stop loss over the high of the day. So your trade effectively becomes this. So you got these two fills in this trade. If you took it, you got those two fills, and then now your risk becomes that if your stop is just above it, and you've already gotten 3.37 to 1 on your money going into the end of the day. So ideally, you'll have taken profit because 2 to 1 on your money is already good. Ideally, you'll have taken profit at that point, and now you can just put your stop right there. And worst case scenario, if you get stopped off, you just walk away with a small win, right? So even though this was our intended RR, our RR actually kind of changes once our trade gets live because we only get these two fills, not our third fill, and then we move our stop down. All right. So we're just looking again for a test of this lower range. But now because there has been some bounce, if I'm playing bullish, now I know there's enough space for bulls to print an hourly higher low, but whenever we're range bound, I just care more about the range. I don't really care if the bulls show up and this trade gets away without me. That's fine because I would rather have this base at my back, right? Because I know that these bases often get tested. So I want to bottom fish this base and this channel support in hourly oversold conditions. So probably something like that. Just looking for some more of this kind of choppy sideways consolidation to stay within this potential channel. The only play that I really like. Okay, hourly oversold into the base. That's it. For me. Run. Okay, so big volume day. It's pretty choppy on the hourly time frame. The daily time frame just set a higher low here, but now potentially just set that lower high as well. With the trend, you could say the price action trend is bearish now, so that lower high is also set. It's really just all about this base, just like earlier. We just care if bulls can play defense here. Let's see, if we were to fall through this base on the daily time frame, then we'd probably be looking at around 49.23. I guess that's still part of it. So if that 49.23 level were to be lost, then I wouldn't be surprised if we came down to test 46. This chop area over here. The last place where there was some volume. Okay, so all about this base here, and let's see. If the bulls can show up tomorrow and make enough space for a potential hourly higher low and change that trend, then we will just be watching the, let's see what it looks like on the daily. Now, we'd be looking up at these resistances a bit lower before we start looking up there. So really just about these two green bars. Would not be surprised to just see some tightening range between here. Okay, FSLR. Okay, so did not get that short target. And not quite into our trade zone yet. If we're looking bullish on this name, if you are looking bullish on this name FSLR, it's really just this channel play. We are anticipating this potential channel to hold. Let me clean up some of this here. Yep, so the bulls are just hoping to continue to play defense, let the market sort itself out, and then potentially see some more upside out of this base should the market begin to see some bounce. However, we would just be looking for a daily lower high under 95.72 on any bounce. Hourly time frame. So same thing, really similar play. That's all I really would like. Just want to bottom fish these levels here in hourly oversold conditions, and we are kind of a bit above. Yeah, so I'd want to just look a little bit lower, and if you look left, you can see there's a ton of activity here, right? Ton of it. So yep. So between, let's see here, 79 and 71, I suppose, would be a zone of interest. And if you want to be patient, you can just wait for a reaction, right? Let the hourly chart come down, press down, see what the bounce is like, and then maybe make a higher low play, because we are just going to be looking for an hourly lower high on any bounce. Anything under $85 will be an hourly lower high. If the bulls can show up tomorrow, defend this low of 80.70, break to a higher high over 85.50, then we'll be looking to test the upper end of this range, $92. Plug on the daily time frame, printing a perfect 9, although it's more of an indecision candle than it is a reversal doji, so something to be mindful of. However, it's just like right here did a good job of signaling the reversal. However, this is a much better reversal candle than this candle. This is kind of just an indecision candle. So let's see. And the weekly chart looks good from a TD perspective. All right, so something to be mindful of. Let's check the hourly chart. Let's see. No confirmed hourly downtrend yet, so we are not yet confident that that daily top is in. The bulls are just looking for a healthy hourly high or low. Anything over 21.93 will be one. This one is potentially set going into the end of the day. Yeah, I guess you could, but it's going to be more meaningful when there is more volume, regular trading hours. So plug bulls have maintained this channel. They continue to maintain this channel structure on this bull move up, and I don't hate any plays bottom fishing this channel support because these are hourly pivots in 5-minute oversold conditions. So that play is still very much on the table. Especially the market is strong tomorrow, then getting 5-minute oversold into this price action here. So stops. Yeah, I don't hate something like that. Just looking for a median line test. Yep. And if the bears can change the hourly trend, we'll just be looking for a healthy daily higher low. Anything over 13.69 will be a daily higher low for plug. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.